So area condo sales were up on our latest report, but the prices were a little off. Does that have your attention? This is Ron Wysakarski at Wise Home Team Realty, and this month's condo report is just a little bit different. So, the first thing is the numbers I want to talk about, without getting it too numbery, is that sales were up. And the number of condos that sold last month of September, in this report shows 201 condo sales, which is awesome. And when you compare that to 2019 at 123, that's a giant increase. And that's exciting. 63% is the number that we're looking at as far as increase in the number of condos sold. But here's where it gets just a little bit tricky. The median sales price last year was $234 in the month of September. This year was $227. And that has me scratching my head just a little bit like, does it make you wonder what's going on with the prices of condos? Well, let's backfill just a little bit. We know that with condo pricing, depending on the month, it's an assembly of direct oceanfront, side view, and condos that view the street. So on a given month, the median number can be skewed just a little bit depending on buyer preferences for that month. And what could lead to those preference changes? Well, for instance, if you were looking at direct oceanfront last year and suddenly the market has changed, the price has changed, or maybe your ability to afford what you wanted last year has changed, you may opt to go from direct oceanfront to maybe a side view or even a street view. So that will impact pricing median ever so slightly. It's very difficult in condos to get straight apples to apples if it's direct oceanfront or side or street view, because each building is somewhat unique. But here's what the numbers are telling us. Back in August of this year, the median sales price was $249. Prices didn't go down $22,000 in the last 30 days, but the median has changed just a little bit. It could, again, just be buyer preference or even availability. With such low inventory, what we might be finding is that the condo you're looking for just isn't available in direct oceanfront, and some people are settling for a little bit different of a condo, different view, or maybe just want to fit a different budget, because let's face it, we've changed a little bit in our spending habits over the last 6-8 months. So that is absolutely a thing. The other thing that I would talk about is that inventory is still down and the sales are up. Now, what that means to most people is that you're going to have to work a little harder to find the condo that you want. But for a buyer, there is actually some good information, and I want to bring it to you. The market is ever so slowly changed in the month of September with regard to the number of people that are in the market. Some people have decided they're going to wait till after the election to purchase a condo. Some people are still in the throes of the changing school district and homeschooling opportunities in front of us, and they've removed themselves from the market. And let's not forget that this time last year, some people actually just rented instead of buying. And some of those people actually renewed their leases in September and even October as we speak. So we have a few less buyers in the market right now, and even though the inventory is super low, the offers are a little slower to appear. Buyers that were in the market in the summer were absolutely hot and heavy, but right now, if you're a seller, there's a dramatic difference between what took place when you went on the market in, let's say, July or August versus if you went on the market in September, October. There's less buyers that are active in this market, so you may linger if you're a seller in this market. And if you truly want to sell, then you may take a price that you would not have taken in July or August just by timing. And a lot of people want to have their condos sold this year, whether it's a tax strategy or just wanting to be out of the market. Maybe not knowing what the future is going to bring, whether it's tax-wise or price-wise. Maybe as a seller, you might sell for a little bit less. So if you're a buyer, what does this mean to you? Well, what it means is that I think it's temporary. If a seller went on the market with the anticipation of selling right away with multiple offers and maybe even above the list price in the month of September and it didn't happen, as we get into late October or even November, they may take a price that would not have been possible for you as a buyer in June, July, or August. So I believe there's a buying window. Now, I don't believe that the numbers are going to change too much, and here's why. As we get past the election and we get a few months into the school, I think that buyers will be back because the rates are still low and the inventory is still super low. There's not enough leading indicators, in my opinion, that's going to dramatically change the amount of condos being sold or the pricing. I believe there's a temporary opportunity for buyers to jump into this market and get a price that they might not have otherwise have gotten. But I don't know that it's going to last for too long. Now, this is not a pressure tactic to get you to buy today. I believe the best thing we can give to our clients is just information, and then you do with it as you wish. I don't want anybody to buy if they're not comfortable with it. But if you're an investor, or you find that you might be just a little bit opportunistic in life and looking for a deal, then this may be your window of opportunity, let's say over the next 6 weeks. And the other thing that I would mention to you as a buyer, if you are thinking of buying a retirement property in the next 5 years, the rates are low, a lot of people can work from home or at a distance. We have clients in the Northeast that are heading into the winter season that can now work from home. And a number of them are looking to purchase in Florida in nicer weather and still keep their jobs. Can you imagine living in your retirement home while still working and no longer being in the cold, but being in sunny Florida? That's almost like having the best of both worlds. If this information is interesting to you, please let us know in the comments below. Subscribe, please, because that's important. It helps us get more quality information out to all of our clients. This is Ron Wojciechowski at Wise Home Team Realty, and that's this week's Market Snapshot for condo sales.